Hello!
All right.
We're back. It's Desolate Hope.
Part
And
2.
Super interesting little game.
Still Lun Infinus. Moon Infinite.
Yeah.
Infinite Moon.
So you notice now the status screen has changed.
Yeah.
Because we did a bunch of the dungeons, we have a thing that says resources recovered with a certain percentage. And then also you notice that Malens's virus count was down by 1. So we're going to try and go back in, but we're not going to have enough time at all. In fact, I believe as the title screen comes up, you'll start hearing the countdown timer.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
That means you have about 15 seconds before you enter the night phase and the simulation's going to end. And there we go. Yeah, it didn't even finish loading the title screen until we were booted out.
It is time to leave the station to the Taylor Exchange. It's just another strange side effect of being here so long. Items of different kind delivered in the derelicts. Interesting.
Yeah, so
I
at
like
night
his
we
look
go out.
a lot.
So,
He might be
so
my
at night
favorite.
we go out and explore the planet to find. One of the other things was that after a couple of before Earth cut off contact completely, they stopped sending regular supply drops and started sending drops full of like packages of stuff.
Stuff, eh?
So like all across the planet are just like trinkets.
It's interesting.
How very limbo.
And yeah, so during the night phase, we go out and look for trinkets that each of the supercomputers likes. Malens likes toys, like as I said before, because they represent they're sort of an engineering and kind of a human marvel sort of thing. Alphys likes snow globes because he is obsessed with arcologies. Murad likes paintings because Murad's whole focus is on the ideas of humans. And so Murad likes anything that kind of represents human intelligence and human creativity and a kind of a reflection of the spirit. And then BioBeta, for reasons I'm not sure, has an obsession with clocks. And when we get to his stage eventually, it's not going to be in this video because he's kind of advanced in the thing. When we get to his area is very clockwork oriented, but you'll also see whenever we deliver a thing to him that his room is also just full of clocks.
Nice.
And it kind of disappoints me that his is the only room that's full of like these weird trinkets. Like Murad's room isn't full of paintings, and Malens's room isn't full of toys, and Alphys's room isn't full of fucking snow globes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably the only night phase I'm going to do at normal speed because
There's not a
once
lot.
you've seen one, you've seen them all.
There's not a lot of actual like exciting gameplay here.
But while you're
No,
playing, though, I'm sure.
Well, there's visuals, and I'm not going to like just cut this out completely. I'm playing it.
This seems to be the desolate part of the Desolate Hope, you know?
Yeah, and you notice also the night phase goes a lot faster. It's about 3 minutes long as opposed to the day phase, which is like close to 20 minutes.
It's
I like
gorgeous too.
I like seeing Earth rise up. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, it's not Earth. I don't know what planet it is.
Oh, just some random planet then. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's got rings and it's got a couple of different moons, as you can see rising.
Yeah, I can see a moon. I don't see rings.
They're on the title screen.
Oh, okay.
There's a very thin ring that surrounds the planet.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, this is where the desolate comes from, it seems. You know?
Yeah, because the whole thing is that
outside alone, the dark.
and yeah, you can't do any of the things you can do in the simulations because in the real world you're just a coffee pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is? It wasn't a thing that occurred to me much later. But it amuses me that he just constantly has a full pot of coffee.
Yeah, well, no one's drinking it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's probably programmed to keep it hot and ready.
He has to keep changing it out when it gets too strong.
Which makes you wonder why he's even here. Were there ever people here? Why would there be a need for coffee?
there weren't people here to start, but like
There were
like
supposed to
I
be
was saying
people that
before,
showed up, yeah.
people were supposed to show up within 5 years.
Well, and there was going to be coffee ready for him.
5-year-old coffee. Now it's 30-year-old coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally you find things that aren't the trinkets. There's 2 other things you can find, which are the resource bits, which will give you more of the simulation credits, and then you can occasionally you'll also find an extra power cell, which will give you an extra day in the game. Although the instruction manual even says like these are pretty much worthless. Don't try and look for them unless you absolutely need another day. Which it amuses me the instruction manual says this item is a worthless item.
I
Don't
even
pick
know
it up.
why I put it in.
And so this is how we level up each of our, because every time we give them a trinket, it earns their favor, and they're willing to devote more of their processors from the simulation to helping us fight the virus.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's how you level up all the supercomputers, which, given how everything I pick up is random, and I can only pick up like 6 things a night, I think. After which time, I think this is where this, yeah. After which time this happens.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
And
okay.
basically every one of these little alien guys I kill gives me another like credit to use in the stores.
So wait, is this part of the simulation then?
I'm not sure.
Are you hallucinating?
I don't know what this
Is your little like game brain
maybe because it's giving me credits I can use in the simulation.
going nuts?
So now we're back in the day phase. So I think I'm gonna go back to Malens's area because there's a second virus there. You can also see that process has been drained from Malens and sent to whatever Theta simulation is.
Huh. That's okay, I like Malens. He might be my favorite. He's probably my favorite designed. It. He. She. It.
They refer to Malens as a he. I'm not they refer to most of the robots as he.
Okay.
I don't know if Murad is supposed to be a female or not. But I mean, when you get down to it, they're all, genderless
I was gonna
machines.
say they're
Yeah.
all robots.
Yeah,
That
they're all
robot
robots.
change?
Huh?
The robot in the back, did his face change?
No.
Okay.
And so now from this point on,
Oh.
we have to. Oh yeah. So you also notice that since the virus is doing some damage, and we're so now you see all the conditionals we have here too.
Got it.
So now
Oh,
you understand all the things that they mean. So on start battle, give us a speed boost. Take damage, heal everybody. Although, and then I'm like, oh wait, I could, instead of having just a speed boost, I could give us a boost to everything.
Not bad.
Yeah. And then I also have things like on damage, heal. And so conditionals are basically they're like they say, like if a condition is met, then do a thing. But yeah, you notice now there's the little there's some scan lines coming up on the screen.
Yeah, the
Because the
simulation
virus
is
is-
freaking out.
Because the virus has damaged the simulation a little bit, which is represented by less power being diverted to the simulation.
But we damaged the virus. Or a virus, I guess.
Well, we damaged
And that's
part of
going
the
to come up.
virus.
That's going to come up when we talk to Malens again. I think there's a secret up there, but I don't feel like getting it right now.
Go, little freedom fighter, go.
Go, little guy. Credits.
It reminds me a lot of like a Sega game.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
it really reminds me of Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, that's one of the things that it's got a very like PlayStation 1 aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
With the pre-rendered visuals, but the kind of with the 32-bit pre-rendered visuals, but then the 16-bit era gameplay.
Exactly.
That's good though. That's like a nice kind of nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, no, it's really pleasing.
pleasing despite, everything being kind of fucked up. Are you sure that robot's face doesn't look different than how it originally looked?
I don't think so.
Okay. Go back to the first video. Tell me if I'm crazy.
Internet, like, comment, subscribe if you think Mary's crazy.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll become super popular.
And so I skip past some grinding because I want to get enough credits to get all the rest of the items. Get all the rest of the items to make the game easier. Or at least, actually, no. I guess I only wanted to get enough credits to grab the pickpocket and the water boots. Because I'm gonna have to go to Murad's level soon, and Murad's level is super annoying if you don't have the water boots. Because it's mostly underwater.
Again, very Zelda. If you don't get this thing from this thing.
Well, except it's not impossible. It's just like instead of being able to swim, you have to oh yeah, and that red bot right there will sell you other upgrades that you can use when you're battling the virus.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, I was trying to see if any of them have different dialogue, but no.
You can only program them so much.
So there we go. I don't have enough to get the X-ray goggles, which basically those just let you find those. So instead, I have the pickpocket that gives me extra money, and the swim boots, which basically if you go to so.
There's no escape from the bitterness of reality.
Oh, and yep, we found the second virus.
Oh,
Let's try
hey,
and fight
right there.
Hey.
Because we just like wiped out the first one, so the second one's got to be a breeze, right?
Totally. Oh yeah, so cool.
So down.
He's only got twice as much health as the first one.
Only.
And oh, whoops, nope, we're not ready to fight this.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa! No! Instant KO.
You notice also that he has to charge up his moves too.
Yeah.
It also lists all of his stats. Yeah. So now all of us are like, well, actually we were able to dodge it because of the we're able to dodge all the damage because whoops. Oh no.
Fuck.
And we're starting to take damage from poison, and he's charging a lot faster than me.
Yeah, it's all right. You got this. You can do it.
I got this.
Super,
Come on.
Got it.
We can do it.
There's no way.
Shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Shit.
Super dead.
Fucked.
What happens when you die?
You basically just start outside of the same simulation where you were.
Yeah.
The game kind of automatically keeps track of your progress. So if you die, you just end up where you were.
Okay.
So it's like, well, I end up going back in here because there's some upgrades I want to buy.
Got it. He's so cool looking.
Malens, yeah.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Yeah, I kind of like Murad's design out of the outside of the simulation. Malens is cool. I don't know, something about. I think the kind of like blatantly like human-like kind of look. Still gotta wait for this thing.
You got it.
And some grinding happens. Or no, wait, I think I show off. Oh yeah, I show off because I'm like, oh hey, I have enough credits to get the money doubler.
Hell yeah.
And
Cabbage
so,
value.
Yeah. Don't know why it's cabbage,
because it's a rabbit.
The rabbits eat lettuce. So yeah, now you notice that every.
What's really the fundamental difference between lettuce and cabbage?
Is that?
I don't actually know.
These are the questions.
I mean,
so yeah,
lettuce is mostly water.
What is cabbage mostly?
Cabbage. I guess.
All right, so we got up to. I ended up getting the second coin doubler and also improved my long range ability, and now I have 3,000 credits.
So you're getting stacked.
Yeah.
This virus isn't going to be able to handle you.
Well, it is because even with all the upgrades, like I still only have a certain number of hit points, and it's going to just rock my dome as soon as I get in.
We don't want you to get your dome rocked.
Yeah, no, it's the last thing I want to have happen. So I'm trying to get to Molinville to get to the upgrade bot and also to RoboBaby to get the X-ray specs.
You're just gonna have to jump over the virus.
Basically, yeah. I can actually walk through it. I only end up fighting it if I push down while I'm on top of it.
Oh, all right.
The down key is how you interact with things.
Okay.
I also like the main thing I like when you enter into here is you see the windmills and then like the giant sentries in the background.
Yeah, and the moon.
Yeah, the moon and the sun and the little guys in their like weird cuckoo clocks.
Clothes. Because why would they have to change clothes?
Yeah,
I don't know, because they're like dolls. So yeah, you can see all the upgrades I have. They're below my credits. So I have there's 2 upgrades I have not bought yet. So there you go. Battle start plus defense.
Buy
Time
something,
bonus.
will ya?
Yeah. Boy, something, will ya? It's like, oh hey, I have enough money. I can just max out all of these.
Sweet.
I did not think I was going to, but then I did.
Get.
So now I start with a lot of buffs to everything, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I can fight the virus. No, wait, it was one-shotting all of my guys.
Yeah.
Let's go. And here's where I waste some time because I forget that you can exit the simulation at any time by pressing tab.
Good job.
I also love the little train.
That's how good the simulation is. You forget it's a simulation. You feel like you have to walk out.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, I gotta walk back to the exit. But wait, nope, I can just tab out.
Just pop out.
You're falling victim to the simulation. It's becoming reality to you. You don't gotta follow any rules here.
Yeah, I think it was a Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic, I think, that said like, if we were living in a simulation, how would we know? Well, I mean, you look for some shortcuts that like a developer would add if they were lazy. Things like an absolute speed or a minimum temperature.
Yeah.
And then I get to the exit, I'm like, oh right, tab.
Tab.
One of the downsides is when you exit a simulation and re-enter, you do have to recollect all the little eggs to build your bars back up. So like, hey, let's go to Murad's area. I haven't been there, and Coffee actually unlocked all of the other areas. So this song is also by Bjorn Lin. This is called Cracking the Code.
Ooh.
Miradmoore.
Ooh.
This is awesome. Holy shit.
This is so cool.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And yeah, I don't know if it's Murad or Murad. But yeah, so Murad's stage, again, Boxcar is the only guy that never changes between stages. But yeah, so Murad's stage is pretty much exclusively a water level. This is the only part that's above water.
Interesting.
And the only thing that's up here is Murad.
Makes sense. Oh. It's really sad.
Sad robots.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Huh.
So yeah, if you look in, when we're inside Bio Beta's room, which I was gonna point out. All right.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that they all have a different like way in dealing with their like. All of them are just like
all of their existential crises.
Yeah. Admittedly, only Malens and Murad seem to have those. Alphys is just sticking with the simulation to the end, and as Murad said, Bio Beta is like focused on trying to rebuild the human race. Because his whole thing was that he was given a number of genetic samples and was supposed to run tests on them. And if you look inside of his room, next to him is a pod that has like a kind of a fleshy mass in it.
Oh.
And it's said in the manual that he's been able to recreate human bodies, but he hasn't been able to make them think or act. They're just like living tissue.
Oh, gross. But still so cool.
So yeah, you can see I misunderstood how the swimming worked in this. It turns out you just hold jump and you just go up indefinitely.
You love water levels.
So here's the thing. If you don't have the swim boots, you basically have like it's kind of like Sonic in that you jump up higher and you float for longer, but you still have to do all the platforming. The swim boots just let you, swim.
Sink, really.
Also, I like that the coffee is still in your pot.
Yeah, apparently it's watertight.
Mm-hmm.
Just stealing that coffee, that rich aroma.
Oh yeah, the audio is a little desynced here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. So then you can see what
Internet,
the
you won't
extra
have any idea what we're talking about.
You hear nothing. Oh, hello.
Hey,
then
hey,
this is
over
another
here.
robot. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
My friend.
He can sell you hack chips, which are another mechanic that goes into the RPG battles, which we haven't unlocked yet.
Interesting.
I'm ready.
Yeah, like I was saying to Amanda earlier, this game has a shitload of mechanics that you need to understand in order to win, and none of which are explained to you.
Look at this one! Holy shit!
And you notice that on all these guys, now that they're fully charged, they all have a thing that says load.
Yeah. Dragon.
And all of them have different mini games that they can load up that will rebuild your bonus bar at the top. I think Alphys's is. Let's see. So Mirad's is called Dragon, and that's like a shmup. That you use A and D to move the dragon left and right. It shoots automatically, and every enemy you kill builds your bonuses back up. I think Malens has a game called Old West, which has a bunch of targets you have to click. Bio Beta has a game called Fun Road, which is a side-scrolling thing where you're driving an ice cream truck and you're trying to pick up ice creams. And you'll notice that all of these only involve a couple of controls, and that's because it's intended that you can run all four of them at the same time.
Nice.
And my favorite is that Alphys is called Pluk's Quest, which is a JRPG. So within this JRPG battle, get more bonuses, you can play another JRPG.
Oh god, it's so deep.
It's so absurd.
And so you notice that all of Alphys's things that he summons are ongoing effects. So you notice I have that little robot at the bottom. I have the little cannon and the little tank and the boxer guy. And then I can also summon the shield. All of his things they just appear and they just keep going for a while. All of Murad's things are like all the store abilities. So I can store healing, I can store an attack, I can store revives, I can store invulnerability for the entire party. And then Malens and Bio Beta both just dish out very standard buffs and have more traditional attacks.
I love the aesthetic of this game. Is there anywhere where there's like concept designs or
there is free artwork you can download from scottgames.com. Oh, there we go. Right, because he was at such low health that I was able to just dish out the pain with the side cracker.
Boom!
That monster design is super fucking cool.
And again, like everything, like the death animation takes about 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Super great.
Super dead. It's like a spider?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. So you notice that virus was called Negmanity. It was a big spider with a human face, and my DPS was quadrupled for that fight
Nice.
because of the I've decoded the file.
He's so happy about it.
Mysteries upon mysteries. What would the
Yeah.
virus?
Because there's no humans around. Why would it need it?
Yeah. And so we come to I'm like, oh man, maybe I can try and do something in Murad's simulation, but we're like approaching the end of the second day right now.
As always. It seems to be one day, one mission done.
Yeah, and I think that's intentional because there's 16 viruses you have to kill and you have 16 days to do it.
Mm-hmm. So it's very tight, or at least it tries to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your countdown.
And so you notice all the little ghosts hanging out in Murad's area?
Yeah, there's the impressions that she made.
Yeah, all the attempts that she made to make a person.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very interested in the idea of the human spirit and stuff like that, which is why she's so interested in paintings. I keep referring to Murad as a she. I think it's because
she is posed as feminine, but
yeah. But again, it's a robot.
Yeah, it's a helpful designator.
So I speed through this time.
Woo! Super fast.
Going.
Yeah, because the aesthetics are interesting to look at, even if the gameplay is sort of samey.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super pretty.
And there's only a limited number of... You can only pick up like 6 things per night, I've discovered. Because
Yeah,
I burn through picking up all 6 things really fast this time, and then it only loads up the Space Invaders thing over and over again for the rest of it.
I see.
So you have a time constraint, but you also have a limited number of things you can return.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so we come back, it's day 3, and we can check up on the system status. 57% of the resources recovered because we did some more dungeons.
Nice.
And you notice that Murad has 1 more virus down. So, and with that, we will conclude this video. We'll pick up day 3 in the next time.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Good night, Internet. Sleep well.